Okay, Grahatir. Grahatir was eager to begin the expedition to the Crystal Tower. Gentlemen, the secrets of ancient Alag beckon. Let's not keep them waiting any longer. The adventurer, you and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway, where we will endeavour to neutralise the structure's outer defences. Rembrose, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Allegan history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself, though I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. Still, we can but make use of the resources at hand. Assuming all are in agreement, let us proceed forthwith to the large lopsided gate found to the southeast. We can do that. Crystal Tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, you're the only one of our number who has ever crossed this threshold. I ask that you take the lead for present. I say, the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Lucky for us that it is. One might otherwise stroll past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental defences which prompted our lengthy preparations. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 yards of the towers in the reaches. No matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal fangs we took such pains to craft should spare us the inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one. Quite right. I made the damn things, it's my job to see that they work. Success. I for one are convinced. Friends, ready your fangs. Last one's yours, old friend. It seemed only right. Okay, we can do that. We did it! So much for the outer defences. Indeed, the entrance to the tower is near at hand. My blood fairly sings with anticipation. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while Zest and a hand-picked party of his adventuring companions enter the tower. What? Without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. We did, and we will. But our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. If the outside of the place is well defended, can you imagine what waits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Zest here fits that description better than anyone I know. And it is not as if we will be idle in his absence. While Zest and his companions are risking life and limb to beat us a path to the tower, we can set about analysing this rubble for evidence of how its technologies function. Your knowledge of ancient lore will be invaluable in our endeavour, historian Grahatir. But you have a tie of being right, old man. Zest, as it seems I won't be accompanying you, allow me to at least provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of Ancients. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the place of hostile elements. When you're reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via link shell, and we shall join you post-haste, no matter what Master Garland says. Though we would prefer it if any relics you encounter remain intact, you have leave to do whatever is necessary to secure ingress to the upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you, Zest. I'll do my best. What I can do, really. This is an interesting looking place. That's for sure. Well, I guess this should be interesting. People have not been able to explore this for some time. The group here seem very eager to make their way through, which I can understand. Who knows what awaits us in here? Some definitely angry looking fellows. Although thankfully, not too tough. More this way it seems. Okay. Let's give it a minute. Okay, another group this way. Okay, looks like we're through the first group of enemies. Wow. This looks quite the arena. Interesting defences they've decided to erect here. Yeah. Dragon not done, are you? Oh, this dragon again. It seems very eager. There we go. Finally, I think he's dealt with. Right, let's clear out this side. Hmm. Right. Okay. Can be somewhat hard to follow what's going on around here a little bit, but I'm muddling through. Excellent. Well, quite the grand structure indeed. Excellent. Okay, let's move on. See what else there is to see in here. Hmm. Wow, this fella doesn't look too friendly. It tells me you have to hide behind here. Makes sense. Oh. Well, not too bad. Angry looking beastie, but he's been dealt with at least. Should clear out most of this place, hopefully. At least this section of it. Okay. Looks like we have someone else to deal with. He doesn't look too happy that we're here, does he? Group over here. I think we've got him on the ropes, at least. Okay, I don't think he's going to get a chance to do that again. And there we are. I think I should be able to signal to Grahatia and the others momentarily. But first, let's pick up anything that looks interesting. It is indeed quite the hat. Take your time. Oh, there's Zest. It's very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in the volumes that are sure to be penned on this historic expedition. The scale of this structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. According to the findings of my old Baghdadian colleagues, the Crystal Tower was constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun, a characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now, what of the tower's inner defences? Judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. Well, you see, a giant of a man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that would have been Phlegathon. Not Archerion, Phlegathon. He was a hero of the Allegan Revolution. And you gleaned that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Allegan Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower is defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Allegan's extraordinary technology. Chief, you need to see this. Well, well, there it is, the foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? Can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not beaten a path through the maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here now. Well, we have much to discuss and digest. Let us retire to St. Poinix Fine for the present, and there plan our next step. Lest there be any doubt, our expedition has some way to go yet. Well, we can do that. Let's head back out here. Chocobo will probably be a bit quicker. I feel like I'm getting a little too used to flying, perhaps. Excuse me. So good of you to join us, Zest. Our meeting would be dull indeed without a full account of your experiences in the Labyrinth. Take a moment to collect yourself, and when you're ready, we shall debate how best to proceed. Grahatia is ready to address the assembled Fellowship of Noah. The Fellowship of Noah being accounted for, it's time this assembly was called to order. Rambo's will be presiding over the meeting, if you would be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. Welcome back, Zest. I've just been reading about your encounter in the Labyrinth of the Ancients. Pleases me greatly to know that you seem none the worse for the experience. For your reference, I've added my own notes to Graha's preliminary expedition report and begun compiling Crystal Tower's survey log. The information contained therein will be available to you at all times. Should you have any questions, you need only ask. Now, if there's no objections, I shall begin with a summary of the expedition's key accomplishments. No objections from me. In the course of this, our first foray to the grounds of the Crystal Tower, we succeeded in neutralising the structure's outer defences, before proceeding to secure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Zest's account, the Labyrinth defences were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, his report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry, heavily augmented by Allegan technology. In short, our misgivings were well founded. Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above the ground by the chaotic shifting of Earth, but it's somehow been reawoken. If, as seems increasingly likely, the Tower's secrets should prove too dangerous to share with the world, we'll have no choice but to contain them. Short of levelling the place, this will almost certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we will first need to address the question of how they work, the answer to which surely must be waiting for us inside the tower itself. In conclusion, that is where we must go. A task rather easier said than done, if the perils of the labyrinth are any indication. I move that all further exploration of the tower be delayed until such time as an exhaustive analysis of the structure's defences has been completed. Master Garland, may I entrust this task to you? It would be my pleasure. Don't forget about us. Like you said, Chief, we founded the Ironworks to make sure that technology was used for the right reasons. That means making sure it's not used for the wrong ones. We wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't see this through to the end. Well, I hope you're ready for some back-breaking chores. Well, everything seems to be in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you for the present. If I am to witness this valiant tale unfold with mine own eyes, I must needs hone my martial skills ere we ascend the spire. You'll do nothing of the sort, Graha. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Garland's investigation. As an observer, I am not, strictly speaking, subject to your authority. Pray do not mistake my intent, Zest. I am well aware that I shall never be a match for one with your innate talents, however hard I train. Be that as it may, pray do not allow your skills to rust from disuse during the coming pause. We will need you fighting fit if our subsequent forays are to prove as productive as this one. Mark me, we have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of that which time has obscured. Soon, however, we will cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Allegan Empire. With that encouraging thought in mind, it is time to bring this assembly to a close. Let's all focus on the tasks at hand, so our next expedition may begin all the sooner. Meeting adjourned. Such a terrible mess. It does leave the door wide open, so to speak. One cannot help but be impressed. I am beginning to understand the reliance you place on adventurers, old friend. So, this is the legacy of the elegant empire left behind. If my readings are correct, the energy source waiting atop the tower is a match for even the ultimate weapon. Nay, more than a match. A new toy for me to play with. I believe the fates have conspired to deny me my just rewards once again, but it would seem they had a greater destiny in mind for me. And so long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Sid. Do not disappoint me. Okay, well, looks like we have time for a break. So, and we'll cease to some other duties shortly.